water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. Because guess what? If you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful. So the universe will open up and pour out more blessings than you have room enough to receive. So great day, beautiful people. I think I'm gonna go with a little bit of energy this morning.
Introducing the Dyson Amber Silk Special Edition. The
Good day, B. Good day, beautiful.
drinking coffee, take a sip, they say I'm sparkling. Manifest, I write it down, you know it's happening. Looking on my dream life, you know that I'm sexy, my winter can be real fine. You know I got it, stop my skincare, yeah, I glow shine. You can see me from the moon. From the moon, yeah. How you been wasting your time, Yeah, you worry about the way I've been running this vibe. Only interested in doing the things that I like. And the things I like of me. Cause last year was a mess, but I'm growing up. Thanking God that I'm so blessed. Yeah, you show me love. Said, girl, don't treat yourself unless get to grow up. And it's all because I'm working on my energy. Cleaning up, I'm taking care of myself and me. Drinking coffee, take a sip, they say I'm sparkling. Manifest, I write it down, you know it's happening. And I eat anything that I want. I got a belly, got a booty, got the dun-dun-dun. I'm on the grind, I level up, I do it just for fun. See you watching, take a picture, then let's for love. Cause we don't deal with drama. Nah, you wanna hate, you gon' get karma. Nah, we living big, we gon' get nana. Nah, you look at me, you like ooh la la. La la la, yeah. Tell me there's a truth, I see fake. Yeah, that won't shine through, cause I be doing me. You do you, maybe you should do you. Switch your point of view, watch the change, girl, it's down to you. Last year was a mess, but I'm growing up. Thanking God that I'm so blessed. Yeah, show me love. Say, girl, don't cheat yourself unless get to glow up. And it's all because I'm working on my energy. Cleaning up, I'm taking care of myself and me. Drinking coffee, take a sip, they say I'm sparkling. Manifest, I write it down, you know it's happening. And I eat anything that I want. I got a belly, got a booty, got the dun-dun-dun. I'm on the grind, I level up, I do it just for fun. See you watching, take a picture, then let's for love. Working on my energy, taking care of me. Something like that.
Absolutely. Taking care of myself. That's what we supposed to be doing anyway. So good day, good day, good day, beautiful. Good day. I absolutely love that song too because I'm working on my energy all the time. Trying to clean up and take care of me, myself, and I. Um, and so I hope that you guys are doing the same thing. If you just tuning in, if this is your first time visiting us or whatever the case may be, um, this show ain't just about me, it's about you. It's about learning how to love on yourself and know that you are the best thing walking on the face of this earth, believing in you and all the good qualities that you have in yourself. And so here it is. I am so ready this morning. It's Tuesday. We kicked off our week yesterday. I hope you guys had an amazing day doing whatever it was. If you did absolutely nothing, that was enough. So good day, good day, good day, beautiful people. Our first affirmation says, be behind every impossible obstacle you've overcome was your younger self saying thank you and your older self cheering you on. You hear that? It says, behind every impossible obstacle you've overcome was your younger self saying thank you and your older self cheering you on. So it's letting you know, even in those impossible circumstances, when you think that you can't get through, your younger self is saying thank you for the willpower to push through, to keep moving, and your older self is cheering you on, saying, "Hey, baby, we got this. Keep moving. We got this. Keep moving. If you could just get through this, we got this." And so, the different versions of yourself are constantly in contact with you and telling you that, hey, no matter what go on, you got this. Even as I sit and I go over my life, you guys, and I've had some um things happen. And I don't even want to call them traumatic, but I've had some things happen in my life. Um, I can honestly say that yes, it is important to stay connected to our inner child as well. Good day, cousin Nikki. Good day, beautiful. But um I can recognize the moments in which my childlike self, as well as my higher self, was telling me, "Hey, listen, keep pushing. I need you to keep going. I know that things seem a little bleak. I know that you probably not down with this plan right here, but if you keep going, we're gonna show you something different on the other side." And so I'm so grateful for being able to listen to me. Yep, I follow people along the way, but the whole thing is that I'm so grateful to realize that when something is not conducive for my atmosphere anymore, when something is not aligning with the things that I got going on, not to be judging them, but just to know that hey, we not probably going on the same path no more. Thank you for allowing me to follow you right to here, but I'm gonna have to move on and go another way. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes we grow and we outgrow the teacher. Have you ever had that? Like I've been to places and been taught from some people, and I've outgrown the teacher. There's nothing else that this particular person can teach me, and so I have to move on. I have to, get a little bigger, do something different because I want to know some more information. And let me tell you, people get upset about that. They get upset because you have to move around. You have to move on. You got to go a little further than what they able to teach you, and not me. I want you to know that even with the stuff that I teach or I say right here, when it becomes not enough, when you feel like you are completely full or whatever the case may be, then guess what? I'm never offended for people moving around. I'm not, because growth is all about that. Yep. A good teacher knows that students will move on to the next level. Absolutely. And that is exactly what I am trying to say. Some people have left this life, and not to say that they left because of me or anything that I did. Sometimes life is life, and sometimes they say, "Hey, I got all the tools in which she has given out, and I want to move around." And that's okay. Because guess what? Genuinely, they love me just for who I am, and they come back. Even if it's just a visit, they be like, "Hey, girl, I see you over there doing your thing." I'm absolutely ecstatic about that because you know what? Just like when you was in school, even when you graduated from elementary or middle school, you went up to high school. Sometimes you had wonderful teachers that what you went back and visit them, even though it was against the law. They didn't want you to come into the middle school. Guess what? When you got a day and the school was open and you wanted to go in, you wanted to go say hi to Mr. or Mrs. Smith or whatever the case may be, you did just that. And you let them know just how much they impacted your life, just how much they gave to you. And so I'm never disappointed about somebody spreading their wings and flying. I will always be a student. Absolutely. I am a teacher, but I will always be a student. And the next affirmation says, I act with honor and integrity in all that I do. Absolutely. I act with honor and integrity in all that I do. I definitely am going to tell you that I try my hardest to act in honor and integrity. I don't want to be lied to. My granny used to tell me liars don't like to be lied to. Teachers, thieves don't like to be stole from, and so on and so forth. And so the thing was is that I act with honor and integrity because that's what I want back from people. I want integrity back from people. I want to believe the things that come out of your mouth. When you tell me that, hey, Teresa, this is what I got going on, and these are the things that I see, I want to believe that exactly what's coming out your mouth is what's going on with you. I want you to have integrity about yourself, not about me, but about you, because this is about you. So I act with that. I lead with that so that people will follow. They will feel comfortable talking to me, knowing that I don't sit up here and act like I'm a goody two shoes. I have problems like everybody else. They may not be the same kind of problems. They may not be so extreme as other people' problems or whatever the case may be, but I still have issues. I still have problems and I still continue to work through those things. And so when I'm honest and I'm right here and I'm my true authentic self, people see that. And so it allows them to know that, hey, no matter what atmosphere you in, no matter who you around, you are your best version all the time, even when it don't seem like it to other people, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. And so, no, thank you, B, for being here, beautiful. Um, I be needing, like I tell you guys, I get on here and I know I get affirmations and cards of the day, but you guys, I need this just as much as I give it out because there was nobody that was teaching me how to control my emotions and telling me that it was okay to feel the way I felt or do the things that I did or whatever the case may be. But there was nobody that was giving me what I'm trying to give back. And so I am so well, cousin Nikki. If you want to hop in the sister circle chat and see who is available, this weekend, beautiful is absolutely fine. Whatever day is good for you is good for me, sweetheart. And even if it's just me and you, we can definitely do a sister circle chat if you would like, sweetheart. Absolutely. See if anybody else wants to join. Just hop in, tell them what day you got available, and see if they would like to join in the chat. And whoever is down for it is fine, and whoever is not is fine with me as well. Like I said, I'm available and I can definitely do, or we can do, or where they say two or more are gathered together, we are more powerful. So, you know, I know you want the whole team here, but if you don't worry about it. It says trust, trust. Look at here, as I'm talking and as I'm flipping cards, it says, hey, just trust the process. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise all the time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. And sometimes we have to be still. When we in the midst of madness, because that's what this said. It says trust the process. Trust that you know when to move, and trust when that you know when to stay still. Because sometimes we be right in the thick of it. We be right in the lion's mouth, and we be like, yeah, you want to jump out. Everything in your soul say, hey, it's time to move. But something say, hey, you might want to be still. You don't want them to chomp down on your ass too fast. So you say, hey, wait, I gotta be still for a minute. And absolutely, you have to be still and be able to move in silence. And so they said that, hey, sometimes we have to trust the process though. We so used to telling everybody about what we got going on or what we finna do. But yeah. Oh, You going home this weekend? Okay. Well, be careful, beautiful. And um I am praying that Uncle Rudy gives wonderful hugs, good advice, and great support. And you get the things in which you need over the weekend so that you can come back reset and renewed. But like I said, no matter what, we are here. You can definitely hop in the sister circle and ask us, hey, when are they available? And we can get a session cracking. But trust the process. And if that's what you feel like you need, if you need to go to daddy and reset and get yourself together, because let me tell you something, I think my kids do the same thing to me. I think they use me like a little generator or something. Their energy get low and they be like, yeah, let me go over there and recharge off of her. You know what, B? I think me and you are sometimes in the same spot. I have learned in a lot of cases that speaking less and observing more. Um, and it's funny because if my family members talk about it around here, it's like a running joke. They be like, I hop in people's head. That's what they say. They said they be listening to people and I hop in people's head and they be like, all I hear is you saying, Teresa, shut the fuck up. And that's so funny because if you guys have had the opportunity to talk to me, I say it out loud sometimes. If I am talking and I begin to veer off where I'm not supposed to be at in a land in which I ain't supposed to be talking about, let me tell you something. I say it out loud. I be like, Teresa, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. And for those that don't know that, yeah, I got a potty mouth, but I do. I instantly, and I say it out loud to the point where my friends, my family members, they have picked up this habit of saying, not only do they say it out loud, they be like, yeah, but they also make me aware that they be like, yeah. And so I was thinking about blah, 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 and I was listening to somebody talk and I was getting ready to respond. And then they say you popped in my head and you said, shut the fuck up. So, yes, definitely. Crazy word, Granny. That it is funny because it is. I acknowledge that it's probably my higher self telling me that, hey, don't say that, ma'am. Don't do that. So it is. I am constantly checking myself. You get what I'm saying? Which is great. Because it keeps other people from having to tell me to shut the fuck up. They don't have to tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm already telling myself that ain't your business. So could you imagine what's going on inside my head while people talking to me? Because what happens is that I'm like, hey, that ain't my business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Teresa, you might not want to speak on that because what you gonna say might not be, it might not hit on what they need to hit on. So I'm starting to listen to myself in the universe as it's telling me that, hey, be quiet. Some things are just to be observed, as B said. Some things are just to be observed and not to interact with. Even when people are speaking to you, sometimes they just want you to listen. They don't want you to respond. Every conversation in which you have ain't for you to be engaged in. I get it. I'm learning, you guys. And so that's why I'm able to sit up here and tell you about it. I am learning. She said, speak freely, B. Thank you for being so kind out here, B. Thank you, cousin Nikki, for allowing yourself to be open right here. And so I know that you are going through some things right now, and I know that you don't want this monkey on your back at the moment. But there's definitely you learned something from this, but something else is going to come out of it, sweetheart. But B, go ahead and give her the goods, sweetheart. I'm going to have B doing readings on Friday. It gets like that. It get like that, cousin Nikki. I completely understand, beautiful. It gets like that where your inner peace is screaming for peace, where you it's so much chaos on the outside, even inside your home, but outside in the public, outside with people, and your whole existence is like, I just want to run and hide. I need to clench myself up, and I need to get shit together in my inner, and get myself peaceful first. I definitely get it, sweetheart. And so whatever your soul is screaming out, do exactly that. Mm. It says spirit guardian of the spring. And we're near the spring, but it's activation, you guys. I know. I know. I know. Don't nobody say nothing about the card being backwards and none of that. I'm showing you the card because I'm showing a picture of the card, the ducks. And it looks as though off of this tree it has ribbon. But what's connected to the end of the ribbon, I don't know. It looks like birds, but they not quite visible. So let's get it. Let's get it this morning. Activation. It says daffodils are surfacing through the dark. Rich soil, tiny green buds are bursting forth on every tree as a cataco. Here we go. Cacophony of bird song fills the air. Okay. Flowers are bursting into bloom, and there is a wild scamper through the forest as creatures large and small revel in the glorious energy of spring. A new cycle has just begun. And though it's not springtime, a new cycle has just begun. And that's funny because I was reading that this morning before I even got on the live, that a new cycle has just begun right now, today. They said that's why you may be feeling a little off. That's why the universe is doing something a little different today. And so if you need to go outside and ground yourself, but definitely activation is in play today. So even as I read this, they said, hey, I'm gonna need you to remind your people that activation is today. Things are changing. And so it says, don't hesitate. The time is now. Take action. It's okay if you are hesitant or even afraid. Face that fear and do it anyway. They said face that fear and do it anyway. There are times to pull back and think carefully before every action, but this isn't one of those times. Forge forward with courage and certainty. A new beginning awaits you, and it does. Ha ha! That is so true. I had to stop to read what B put. Absolutely, absolutely. So, cousin Nikki, I'm gonna pick a piggyback off of what she said because um, I'm a piggyback off of what she said. um, so what she said is, and yeah, you may not be mad. The thing is that hurt sometimes hurt comes from anger. Um, and so yeah, we don't think that we are um mad, but hurt comes from anger. Happy good day, Michelle. And so sometimes yeah, I've been there. I know exactly what you're going through, beautiful. And so I agree with the absent. But I agree with that. It says a new beginning is awaiting. It says you might experience some chaos or turmoil, but that is all part of the exciting time of activation. Do not allow upheaving to disrupt your forward trajectory. That's so funny because I told you that sometimes we get this upheaving. That mean where we need to throw up some of this stuff. We got so much stuff inside of us that we need to get rid of it. They say, hey, don't let that deter you, that you got to throw up some of this stuff to get this shit out of your system. Because guess what? You got to release it in order to be able to receive it. You got to release some stuff in order to be able to receive. So don't worry about upheaving and getting rid of the stuff that no longer serves you no more. It says be courageous and forthright. Make your decisions swiftly and with confidence, and then act on them with steely resolve, which means that I know exactly what I'm doing because you do know what you're doing for you. It says in ancient times, people employed springtime ceremonies to clear out the old and invite in the new. Spring was seen as a time of new life, seeds sprouting, eggs hatching, animals giving birth, and new beginning. Spring also refers to hope, renewal, growth, youth, and love. And ceremonies were done to honor this transition to life. So it says, get ready. Big changes are ahead. Things have been in, incubating. Things have been incubating and are now coming to life. A profound transformation is ahead. Take risks. Keep going. Prepare for this time of upheaval, fluctuations, and renewal. And the end result will be glorious. So they said, if you know that this time, that when you throw up, when you upheave, when you trying to get rid of this garbage, if you got intention and purpose on that upheaval, if you know that, hey, I'm trying to get rid of this shit because it no longer serves me no more. So I got to go through the, when you're trying to stop smoking or something, that's the upheaval. This is the time. If this is what you're trying to do, if this is what you want to do, and I'm just using that as an example, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to upheave. We got to back off the caffeine. We got to do whatever it is that your body is calling out for, whatever it is saying that, hey, no more of this. I don't want no more of this because I need to prepare for something else. That is so funny because my body has told me at times that, hey, Teresa, we're gonna stop this. I'm sick of you with this and these potatoes. Maybe my granddaughter is saying with her and the rice. I'm done with you and these potatoes. You're gonna stop eating the potatoes. You want to lose some weight, you're gonna stop doing that. That is your higher self saying that, hey, we need to make some changes. And you don't always have to listen because I ain't always listen to myself either. But I know that the person that talks to me wants the most important stuff for me. So I started to listen to that person. I started to listen to the mini me inside of me that was saying, hey, your tummy hurt and your tummy is hurting like that because you eating all that garbage. Oh, the mosquitoes like you. Oh, the mosquitoes like you because you like to have a pound of damn coffee. I mean, a pound of sugar in your coffee. And you guys, and the thing is that sometimes I make changes in my life and it don't be intentional. Like I don't drink sugar in my coffee anymore. I thought that was the nastiest shit ever in the world. But I don't drink sugar in my coffee anymore because I got tired of the damn mosquitoes biting me when I go outside because they was like, hey, she got sugar in her blood. And it wasn't somebody telling me this. It was, I done read it umpteen times. Not to mention, I realized that, hey, I got this night craving for sugar. So I had this little drawer where I was eating sugar all the time. And so when you want to change something, and when you want something to stop, see what I'm saying? I want the fucking mosquitoes to stop biting me. Which what led me to changing me. because they like what's inside of me. They like the blood in which they was tasting. They like the sugar in which they was getting out of the blood. And so I was like, well, I like my coffee in the morning and I like my tea or whatever. And they said, well, hey, you're gonna have to cut back on that sugar. And so now I drink my coffee, which is some cream in it. That's it. And I never thought that I would be able to do that. But because I wanted to change some things about me, I decided to let some sugar go. And guess what? Miraculously, you guys, I ain't been getting my ass tore up by the mosquitoes like that no more. I'm just saying, one thing that I changed about me, nobody else had to tell me. My higher self spoke to me and said, hey, this is what's going on, beautiful. You got too much sugar in your blood. And I decided that I wanted to make those changes because I like going outside. I like sitting in my backyard. I like looking at the birds sing. I like all of those things, but I can't enjoy it if I'm getting my ass munched on by mosquitoes. And now I go out there and I feel safe again. And so I'm so grateful for that. And that is what it's saying, that you have activations inside of you. There's things that is going on inside of you and your higher self, even when it speaks to you and tells you that, hey, I need some fucking peace. And that is exactly what you need. I can't tell nobody what they need. I can tell you sometimes what I see, sometimes what I know, but you inevitably know exactly what you need. You know how to heal you. You know what's best for you. No matter what I say, no matter how I try to push whatever, you know what's best for you. And so I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys for learning that you are the true essence of everything, that you are the one that makes shit shake and move. You are the best thing that ever happened. And so with that being said, you guys are absolutely amazing. I love you right where you are. You are perfectly imperfect for you and the people around you. And so keep going. Activate the things that you need inside of you. This is the time right now. You have planted some seeds. You are watching them grow. Even though it's not springtime, the weather's still allowing for you to see things different. You are loved. You are peaceful. You are understood. You are kind. You are everything that you need to be right now and even pushing forward. And so whatever issues you have going on, you are perfectly imperfect and you can get through whatever it is that you got going on. Find your peace because it's yours. Demand your respect. And like B said, create boundaries over bullshit because that's what we do around here. If nothing else, cousin Nikki, you know to create boundaries. You are so loved. And I love you guys right here where you are with no judgment because we are all perfectly imperfect. I'm just glad that you fit in with my group. And with that being said, you guys, I will definitely see you right here tomorrow for the Carter today. It'll be a little different because Maddie Patty Pie be getting up and going to school. So I might not be able to run over these couple of minutes, but no matter what, just know that my heart is singing for you. I am always cheering for you and that I love you, regardless if nobody tells you that today. Stand in that mirror and just know that you are gorgeous. You are loved, you are kind, you are peaceful. You are everything that you need right now. Even if you feel like you're in survival mode, just survive today. That's all you need. Because tomorrow will be something different. I love you guys, and I will see you right here tomorrow morning for the Carter today. Go out and be blessed. You already are. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.